first, it's an honor to talk to you. I mean, like I told you earlier, this is an app that intrigues me because, like I said, the Philippines is a basketball crazy country, and it's slowly growing. So I know you got the idea in Bristol, but what really inspired you to come up with this app, which I'm sure that a lot of basketball fanatics would have loved to do, but how were you able to pull it off?
Yes, thanks, Brian, for your time. Thanks for the invitation. It's an honor, a pleasure to be here with you. So I am very fanatic of basketball, And when I was in Bristol in UK, I was looking for a basketball court to play and meet new people, But I realized that not knowing the city, it was practically impossible to do it, And so when I got back home, I developed a very simple website using my graphic design skills, and from that point, I started involving other people who are now my business partner, and we began spreading the project through word of mouth and social media. And we realized that many others had the same issue and started adding course to the site on their own. So that's when I understood it could become a meaningful project capable of helping basketball enthusiasts around the world,
Okay, there were a lot. I'm sure that you had to consider a lot of things to get this app up and working, right? Because like you said, looking for players alone is hard, especially if you're not familiar with the area. Now, I'm just curious, what were the initial factors? I mean, what were the first things that you considered before you went ahead with developing this app?
Yes, the picker app has different functionalities, very interesting. Obviously, for my side, to find the nearest basketball court, and that feature was created by my co-founder Francesco, who's a big fan of video games in general. Yes, and he envisioned the idea of having a user profile like in a video game similar to 2K, for example. And users really like the feature because no one wants an empty or low level profile, And the gamification is fundamental for pick and roll. It motivates people to actually go to play on the court and not just stay home playing video games. For us, this is very important to go to basketball court for their wellness, And with the latest update, we've expanded this feature to include international rankings and the chance to win prizes sneakers, NBA jerseys, or basketball balls, and so on. We would like to give the real value of each other basketball fanatic on basketball courts.
Okay, Dario, each player has a different skill set. They're in different levels. Okay, how did you come up with the ranking system and how does this work? I mean, because there's no way, I mean, if you're playing somewhere, there's no immediate way to find out how good this player is or if you can match up properly or play well against him. How does the ranking system work?
It's very simple because you can find the basketball court where do you play and insert a new game, a new basketball game, and you can choose if 1-to-1, two or two, 3x3, and so on. And other community can participate to this event, and when the play is ended, you can insert the result of different games, and the system automatically update the international ranking. Rankings is separated by season, that we give this name a pickerel season, winter, spring, Easter, and autumn. And at the end of each season, the first five players win these prizes. Very, very simple.
Okay. There is data collection involved. I mean, other players on their performances. Is there data collection involved?
No, the data is private for all users. We don't use this data for marketing or other systems. Is for us the GDPR system is the best way.
Mhm.
And with data, we study the data only to improve our system, improve our app. It's
So for
very, very
example,
important.
I'm looking to play with. I'm looking for someone to play against. I won't be able to know his skill level. Am I right?
Yeah.
So okay. So
Yeah.
it's just play. Just play. Just win or lose. It's just about playing.
Yeah, when you're losing, you can scale the rankings with not the top level points, but you can scale these international rankings because for us it's very, very important to give value to each basketball player.
Okay. I understand this is widespread over Europe. Am I right? Is this just Europe, or have you expanded to other regions as well?
Sure, absolutely. At the moment, the app is using in Italy, obviously, because we are from I'm from Rome in Italy, but also is using in Spain and in Mexico. Mexico maybe is the second country that's more using our app. But in 2025, we would like to launch our app in different countries like France,
Mhm.
and obviously consolidate Italy, Spain, and Central and South America, and obviously Philippines. Philippines for us is a very, very important partner with 40 million of basketball fans. I mean, it's a huge number, huge numbers. Amazing, amazing.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna ask you when you're gonna launch it in Asia because that's going to be a very real good app to be used here in the Philippines, considering the large basketball base, and
Yeah.
from what I'm hearing, you've heard about it already.
Absolutely, absolutely, yes.
All right. So I understand right now you have the freemium version, right? But is there what are the benefits if you go beyond the freemium? What are the key features that you plan to intend that will be available to users in the end eventually?
For the
Yeah.
future.
What other
Uh,
striking features? I mean, because usually apps when you have the free version, right? You there's a certain number of features you get, but I'm sure that at some point you're going to be I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're going to ask for a fee for additional features
Yeah,
that
yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah. No,
access.
obviously. Right now, we are conducting internal evaluations and have started running several surveys with our users. It's still too early to say, but our goal is to bring something that no one has ever offered before. Let's see, let's see if we can pull it off. Because for us, for example, it could be very, very important, the AR,
Mhm.
because they are we're very confident, could be great additions. um, for example, imagine playing almost for real with someone on the other side of the world. It could be amazing.
Okay. So do you see well right now the trend is AI, artificial intelligence. Do you see
Yeah.
any help you're gonna get from AI in the coming years?
Yeah, yeah. For AI, we're experimenting with two. help map and track basketball courts, and we are currently testing some tools of this site.
Okay. As far as user base, is there a specific target that you're aiming for? Because I'm sure you have now. I think you have hundreds of thousands of users already. Am I right? Based on what
Yeah.
information I got. So, is there a certain goal that you're trying to reach?
So, our goal, so our target is the Gen Z,
Mhm.
because it's very, very important for us to reach these users, because they play on basketball courts, and for us it's very, very huge project to do with them. And our goal is to become the global reference point for street basketball, and to be the basketball court app. We don't we are living a dream with this project, because living for basketball for us is a dream, and but we don't want to set limits for ourselves, because as someone important once said, limits like fears are often just an illusion.
Right. It took you just 3 years to break even from your initial investment, and now we're in year another. This is another 3 years. As I understand it was in 2022 you broke even, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So,
absolutely.
do you think? Do you see greener things, greener pastures ahead of you in the years that's coming?
Yes, I don't know, Brian, because the skepticism from investors and people within the Italian sports world didn't help. But we always believed in our project, and we know that hard work always pays off, and we never give up and achieved a result that once seemed impossible. Yet here we are. It's like Kobe with Mama mentality.
Well, where do you see the pick and roll app at 5 to 10 years from now? Where do you see yourself and this app?
It's a good question. It's a good question, because in for us it's very, very important to become this global reference point for street basketball, and our my dream is to collaborate with important brands like NBA, and to find the basketball courts, to revitalizing the basketball courts, for example, to understand the communities on territory, because in generally, communities on territory uh, is alone, is not the principal actor for to create different projects, but the territory for us is fundamental. So in we would like to give a strong hand to all basketball players, with brands, important institution, and so on.
Okay. Without the app, Italy is already a good basketball country. You've been performing well in the world stage. With this, you're doing your own little thing, trying to look for future players. That grassroots, they call it grassroots here. Do you think this will be crucial in helping Italy become a more more a powerhouse basketball team? Basketball.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not? Absolutely. Why not? Italy basketball team at the moment are growing a lot, with strong player in NBA, strong players in EuroLeague, and I hope that our national team can be stronger for the future, and it's a pleasure for us to collaborate with with the Italian Basketball Federation in the past, to give a strong boost for 3x3 movement, because 3x3 is the best side to play on a basketball court. at the moment with participating to the Olympics. 3x3 is very, very growing, and also in the Italian territory is very, very growing this discipline. And we are organizing different events, 3x3 events on the territory.
Okay, maybe you'll find another Kobe Bryant.
I hope so. I hope so, my friend. I hope so.
Yeah, I understand. I've been working on Kobe Bryant. He raised his roots there. That's where he started. So
Yeah,
at the rate you're going, and with the app, you remember the time of Kobe. There was not this kind of technology. What the more now, right?
absolutely, absolutely. Yes, I totally agree, Brian.
All right. Oh, Dario, thank you very much for your time. It was a pleasure. It's a very interesting app, and I can't wait to write. And maybe I'll just look at it and try it on myself. And I'm looking forward for that app to reach the Philippines because I'm telling you, it's going to be a hit here. There are a lot of
Absolutely,
basketball players here.
absolutely. Yes. Thank you for your time. Thanks for the opportunity. It's a pleasure, and I hope we can meet in the future
Of
in the
course,
real
we
life.
will.
Real
Of course,
life.
we will. Thank you, Dario.
Thank you too.
Thank you.
Bye.